Alright, yes, you've read that right. I'm on a Chromebook. I've already got Linux set up because I use this Chromebook. Now, why Chromebook? I played Team Fortress 2 on a desktop. Why Chromebook instead of laptop either? Here's the thing. I've had a laptop, but the battery broke down and I'm too broke to buy a new one. And the desktop, let's just say it's on vacation right now. And isn't so basically for for me to be able to play it on Chromebook, all I need is Linux. All I need is for it to be available on Linux. As long as it's available on Linux, then I could do the work with this. Close. Okay, it's downloading. Now, I lied. This isn't my first time because I made a video just before this, yet the screen recorder broke down, so I lost it. So, I'm just gonna replay everything faster. Now, all I know about this game is that one Markiplier clip where he deletes Monica. I don't know much. Right? It's some kind of horror game, and Monica's the main villain. Yeah. Alright, now I've got it, so let me just really quick set this up. Now it's just done. Now, yes, you can play games on Chromebook. Most people don't know how to run Linux applications on Chromebook. So if you just take a look at the commands that I put here, you could figure it out. You could probably figure it out. If you can't figure it out, you could just ask me for it. And many people ask me for a tutorial, then I could probably make one. No, wait. There we go. Now here, you're probably gonna get a whole bunch of performance warnings when playing on a Chromebook. I honestly never did this. This is my second time opening a game that runs on Linux on Chromebook since I just did this before. So no. Yes. Wait, I could continue? Wait. Yeah, look, you see, I reached the Natsumi part. You know what? I'm just gonna do a new game. Hey, alright, what? It's the base, so we're going to school, here. Haha, I overslept again. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, sure. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sally. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the street becomes alright. I'm not gonna read. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I've been looking either. I lied. I'm gonna read. Hey, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me. when I'm perfectly content on getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. I know you're happy right now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Alright, you know, who here actually knows what a NEET is? Like what does it mean? Because most people, when they think of a NEET, they think of that one person that stays at home all the time, watches anime and manga. But NEET, who actually knows that NEET stands for not an employment, education, or training? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Right, alright, I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised they even relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate anything inside her head. Alright. Clubs. Yeah. Hello? Sayuri? Alright, let me just save this real quick. Now, the funny thing I find here is that the bad graphic that you're talking about was actually the saves. Like look at that. Look at that. Look at that. They're all the colors are all distorted because I'm on a chromebook. Alright. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing apps, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. It's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Actually, yeah. That you could come to my club. Sayuri, yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Sayuri's a vice president of a literature club. Not that I was aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help out at a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I was kind of told that the club yesterday would bring in a new member. And that's if you make cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as if to plan this all out. I let out alongside. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, opens the classroom door. Everyone's a new club member is here. Told you, don't call me a new club member. I glance. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere, wait, actually. Oh look. Now I know the color schematics in blue for each of them correctly. Ah, sure, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. No words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. It is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri. You could just ignore her when she gets brooding. Sayuri says that into my ear, then turns Sayori then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, Mrs. Natsuki, always full of energy. And Mrs. Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears to be completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like we know Monica, is that right? Right. It's great to see you again. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. You know, I said I saw a Markiplier clip of Markiplier deleting Monica, but I don't know much about this game. Like, what did Monica do and all that? People's like, she's the main antagonist, but what exactly did she do? I don't know. Monica was probably the most popular in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely off my league. But having her smile at me occasionally feels a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down. We made room for you at the table to sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the breakfast. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged on the table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to me. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a half dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make beer. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayuri grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayuri talks with her mouth full and already has managed to make and get icing on her ace. I turn a cake around in my finger, looking around. Keep quiet. You waiting for me to play? I finally put down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if you make it good. This is really good. Thank you. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you know me. Alright. Give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a teaspoon. He carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole teaspoon. Don't worry, the teachers gave us the permission. After all, if it doesn't have hot cup of tea, help enjoy the book. I guess. Hey, don't let you get yourself intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Yeah, that's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri smiles because herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles. So what made you consider the literature club? Afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, went in close death, and Sayuri was really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club as fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of a debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. I can't stand politics in general. I know some politics, but I just hate politics. feels nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Yeah, I bet it's probably boring. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get in literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika's a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab their attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school festival much more important. I'm confident we could all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agreed. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we are also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Oh, I still don't really know if I could keep up with her level of enthusiasm about literature. So, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I muttered quietly to myself after opening. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Oh, that's been strange. What am I saying? I was fast thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what's up to you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story of such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like lots of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading lots of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at an memorable level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But the story makes me think, or takes me to another world, and I can't really put it down. No, that's relatable. You know, good stories, you just can't put it down. Real horror is often very successful in the way you look at the world, even if only for a brief moment. I hate it. Oh, why is that? Well, the eyes don't open to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about the cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it that loud. Give that back. Fine. Hey, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Yuri smiles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulder. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I guess not. Oh wait, that's Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest breaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. guess it's the same with for Yuri. Wait. Alright. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looks questioningly at me. So, let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Never said I would join this club. So Yuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I've never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Seriously, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decisions like this? Not as if writing poems and present me in order to spend every day with beautiful girls, right? Okay, I've decided then, I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy, so Yuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really came for the cupcakes, I would have been, just for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Oh, fakes, I guess. Okay, everyone. Perhaps we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assessment. Write a poem and to next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks forward to moving more. Sure, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. And I really impressed the class star Monica with the mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Bear with me. Oh. No, wait, no, wait! Oh, I see. So that's what I saved. Alright. So with that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me, and I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. Milk. Sorry, something came up. Pause for a moment, something came up. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jesh. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Well, come on, like you deserved any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs last year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between seeing Monica and manga. Manga's literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Treasure is always giving it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with the busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning, changing my room. How dependable. Sayuri, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Aizuru could become good friends too, Sayuri. As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situations you put us. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayuri, me? I'm not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means that it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Such a nice gesture. A nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. That's so. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, cut it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, with me not reading too much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to take off some scheduled activity, but that does not seem to have been the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner, and Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for visions. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayuri's conversation with Monica. Probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the clubs, though. Oh, we can't give up. The festival's a chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is, the idea of the literature book sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone, something that speaks to the creative mind. That doesn't solve a problem, bro. Hey, what do you mean? Even if we could come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event, so more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we could do the thing to speak to our creative minds. What's this? Yuri's taking this really seriously here with us really quickly every time. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Her vessels. Wait. Actually, let me do something. Okay. Uh, Here, let me save like this. There we go. Now let me just go back to where I was. Alright. Alright, here. Try to see her deliberating like this. Oh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Ah, well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Ah, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't wise, just that cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self. But therein lies an unexpected reason I admire her. Like me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her on my case about things. I feel like that. To see the world through her eyes. Alright, can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world in her eyes. Alright, I feel like that's a good time to end off. This doesn't end. Honestly, it wasn't what I expected. I expected it, on Chromebook to be harder, considering I couldn't get Baldi Basics to work on the Chromebook. But it was pretty simple. So here, let me just, but here, real quick, last thing. Why did I do that? Alright, last thing I want to do. This is out of curiosity. That one Markiplier goes in a file called characters, then deletes Monica. But right now they're all 4 of them are here. So what if I just do this? Delete. What do you think would happen? That's kind of what I'm gonna figure out right now. Bam. Okay. Here's the game. And alright, I don't know what else I expected. Just what? Wait, who's that? No, that's Sayuri. No, I'm closing that. Wow, that went from 1 to 100 real quick. You know what? I feel like I might continue. Maybe not. So what I'm gonna do real quick. That went from 1 to 100 real quick. I don't know how to bring the characters back. I don't know if there's any way to bring the characters back. So I'm gonna do the only logical thing there is. Delete the folder and re-get it, because it proved to me that the save file will still be there even if I remove it. My god. Oh my, is this like the disturbing factor that everyone was talking about? My god, that wow. Didn't expect that. Oh, yeah. Oh, right there. There, it's unzipped. Now I could play this but anytime. I love the trauma this game gives. I guess that explains that. God. Alright, I guess this is a good time to end the video. I'm probably gonna continue doing stuff on this Chromebook. Just tell me if, as long as it has a Linux file, I could probably get it to work. Right.